Welcome to your VIP day. Today, we've got a postcard in the making in which we're going to talk about the smart QR code that will literally text you when a lead scans it, even though they didn't submit any of their information. It is wild, guys. So if you're brand new to VIP days, welcome, welcome. They are fast-paced and they have one goal: get you into action. So let's go. All right, so let's start here with our slides for a little bit of housekeeping and then also obviously the template and everything we're going to discuss. First up, okay, probably one of my favorite reels that we've ever done. I send a lot of mail, like a lot of mail, and roughly 60,000 pieces a year has been my average. And I do have a 10x return on my mail pieces from how much I spend on them and then how much I make in gross commission income. So is it worth it? I think so. First up, let me give you a bold promise for this, hopefully less than an hour. That's always my goal, to get things done, but with Q&A might take a little longer. I want you to really take some actionable items away from this VIP day, because time is one of those valuable resources, right? Speaking of time, today's template is a calendar postcard. I get asked a lot about my calendar, so I thought, why not share with you one of the calendar postcards I send to my sphere. Great to do in the beginning of the year, of course. But then also I thought, why not use it? Because I'm going to show you how you can use this. Let's say you don't get to this one until January or February. Or what if you wanted to send it as late as November, and I want to show you how you're going to do that for the calendar. I know, right? Quick question. Have you sent a letter or postcard before? I always love to gauge the room, see who I'm talking to, and if you can just let me know in the comments real quick, have you sent a letter or a postcard before? That would be awesome. Just drop me a yes or a no in the comments, and then I want to look and have a quick gauge on the room on that one. Before I dive in, I do want to remind some of you that are new, if you want a free sample postcard mailed to you, like the postcards that I use to actually get seller leads, you can do that. If you're on your computer, you can just scan the QR code. It's going to pull up a form asking where you want us to ship it. The cool thing is that these postcards that I'm showing you, I actually sent them straight from my CRM, and it does come with free unlimited postcards, which is like wild. So I'm going to show you that in the system. Obviously, I think everybody should use that CRM. If you just want the template and then, go figure it out on your own, fine. But I think having a system in place is absolutely been a game changer for me to really do more without doing more. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, so this one here, bit.ly, get my free postcard now. We do have it in the chat too. If you want to claim it, go ahead. Yes, we're not charging you for that postcard. It's literally a free postcard, so you can see how it feels. I got some fun stuff on that postcard for you, including some freebies. Let me start by bribing you, because after all, I'm a mom. I do have 2 little kids. And mail has allowed me to do some crazy stuff in my business, including starting the hyperlocal agent and so much other things. So I want to share it. And yes, I'm selling. I'm a selling agent as well. So having somebody that's in the trenches and understands what it takes is a little different than somebody just telling you, hey, I can teach you, I can coach you, right? So let's back up a minute. I want to start bribing you because, I'm a mom and that's what moms do. So when I say bribing, we're not talking about ice cream, we're not talking about chocolate. I want to bribe you instead with a secret segment that won't be available in the replay. Reason being is that I understand it's hard to pay attention. So if you're multitasking, come on back to me. I know it's hard. And I promise I talk fast. I have a fast moving screen. I do the slides for a reason. So let's focus in, bring it back, and just invest a little bit of time in your business, and it can truly change, okay? So customers receive about 90 email solicitations a day. That was 2020. It's actually gotten a lot worse, versus 2.5 mail pieces a day. Now, here's the thing. you certainly can jump on the AI bandwagon and you can do more, right? More content, more this, more posting. I'm on the other hand side think instead of doing more because everybody else is doing that, I'm gonna run over here and do something different. And it's always been like this, and it really has paid me well. So average American is exposed to 4 to 10,000 ads per day. Okay, we're not shocked by that, but that number nearly doubled. Okay, and that's definitely 5 times as much as it's been in the 1970s, guys. Like we're inundated with advertisement. Also, no surprise, right? But why would I use direct mail in a mostly digital world, right? Isn't that old school? Like you guys have maybe tried mail and you thought, hey, you know what? I think it's old school. Everybody tells me no, or they've tried it and it was a bust and all these things. And now here's me telling you it's crushing it. And when I say it's crushing it, guys. So let me show you what smart mail actually is. You see my name there in the top left corner? That is smart mail. Obviously, I addressed it to myself. Not just to myself, but I like to be on my mailing routes because I love to know when my mail actually hits the mailbox. So I do send myself a piece because I also like to show it to people and be like, check this out. And then I use it for trainings. But anyhow, so long story short, this is smart mail. So what it does is it pulls in the recipient's name, okay, based on what you decided to do. I could have put the name like completely across this image if I wanted to. Didn't want to be that obnoxious. People notice their name on things. So when you send something like that, it makes them look even more, okay? It's kind of like the hook that you try to get on social media to stop the scroll. Your mail can do that, which is like so cool. This was one of my geographic farming just sold mailers I've done. So here is obviously that merch on the recipient. And then it's also the QR code. And that QR code is a smart QR code. So if you don't know what that means, it means that when somebody holds up their phone to that smart QR code and scans it and goes to that website, I will get a message automatically saying so-and-so scanned your, well, actually it's going to say so-and-so at this and this place scanned the QR code. And I'm actually going to see if I can maybe show it to you because this is so exciting to me. They don't even have to fill out a form. If they don't have to fill out a form, that means we can get to leads faster. Oh, let me go back. All right, I want to see. I probably should have pulled it up before, so I'm sorry. I got to scroll. A lot of pictures on there. But I had just shared this one in one of my groups, and I think you guys will love that as well. So hold on, let me find it. Because you might say, okay, what's a smart QR code? I have no idea what she's talking about. That sounds like, you know, craziness to me. A smart QR code is just literally the most amazing thing when it comes to direct mail. Having leads show up on your phone, literally by text. Oh, come on. Where are you? Okay, I might have to come back to this one. You know what? I know where I put one. Okay, sorry guys. But if you have, you know, a text message saying like, hey, so-and-so scanned the code, and they never ever filled out the form, this person just raised their hand to actually be curious. Why would somebody be curious about their home value, right? If there's an attention to actually know what's going on. Okay, I found one. So let me see if I can do a screen share from my phone. And then you can see what the text messages to me look like. No, come on. There it is. Okay. So this one here is a screenshot of the text messages I've gotten. And those are people that live inside my geographic farm. Okay, so they've received a piece of mail. They scanned the QR code. So not only is it going to give me their name, who is it? They also are going to give me their address. Where do they live? And then what did I send them, right? What campaign did they come from? So you see here that is a screenshot of one of the mailings. We've gotten some from there. So I just took a screenshot as they came in. It's that exciting. It really is. So hopefully seeing that kind of stuff is just, getting you as excited as I am about smart QR codes. Okay, so now apparently I moved a bunch of things. No, not that, not this. Oh, great. Let's see. Let me find my screen again. Don't you just love when Zoom screens disappear and you're trying to find it? Okay, not that. I'll find it. It's hiding. I know, right? You try to, there you go. Okay. I'm just gonna find my Zoom room. So in case you're wondering, how techy am I? Not very much. Okay. I think I am back. I am back. There they are. Okay. So found our slides. Let's go back to making them bigger so people can actually read. I know, I already wear glasses, so there's that. All right, so we talked about that. Smart mail. Who is as excited about this? This is like the next level lead gen. Okay, while everybody else is posting more and more content and doing more and more things, you just get smarter about what you do with your time. And it's super targeted, and we'll talk about that. So feel free to share a couple of the wins that you had. If you've been on a past VIP day, if you've used GeoCentral before for sending smart mail, any of that, let me know. I have a couple wins here I want to share with you. There's Christiana. She said, I'm so excited. Thank you, Janine. I sent a mailer 2 months ago, okay? And woke up today to a seller request for a CMA. Now let's get this listing. There's Andrew. He actually started on a $2 per piece. We got him down to 35 cents. Then we have George. He's got a buyer call from his EDDM mailer. And then there's Janice, and she got a huge win. She got her very first listing in her farm last night. And she's been farming for less than 3 months. So again, wins over wins because of one thing, direct mail. And we're going to put together the entire thing together. So that's how these VIP days work. They are workshops. They are not webinars. Okay. But I want you to understand one thing. These wins are the result of one thing, which is action. So commit to doing something. Okay. If you're brand new to me, my name is Janine Sasso. I have a hyper engaged farm of 3,500 homes. And I do have a second farm of 1,500 homes. I'm a mom of 2 young kids. I wrote, at this point, actually more than 2 Amazon bestselling books. There's one, Success with Real Estate Mailers. I also, let's see if I got one here. Let's see there. Just published this one. Success was just sold and just listed Postcards. And I recently moved into my dream home, and I'm in my company's top 5 as a solo agent. So I'm not just talking the talk, I'm walking the walk. In addition to that, I am typically ranking in the number 1 to number 2, normally number 1. I don't like claims of number 1 because what if I slip down to number 2, right? But as of recording this, number 1 inside my geographic farm for 60192. So again, boots on the ground. That's what I do. Okay. All right. Now, so you might say, oh my gosh, okay, great. But I don't think I can do this. And that's why I want to take you back a little bit to understand where I started, because I started with 100 flyers and a lot of trial and error because nobody explained direct mail marketing. Nobody explains it for real estate. Nobody takes the time to actually understand what it does. Everybody is just onto the next thing, right? So I did a lot of learning, a lot of growing, and a lot of understanding how direct mail can actually grow a small business. And it's so mighty that I think more agents need to do it. And for those of you wondering, like, why would I share this secret strategy? It's like, A, it's not secret. And B, if I can create hyper local agents, agents that are geographic farmers, I know that I can create a network where I can just call a friend and say, hey, I have a client looking there. What do you have coming on the market? Okay. And that is the power that we as agents then have again, where we don't have to worry about things like Zillow, Homes.com, whatever those big names are that are selling us our own leads back. Okay. I have buyers coming to me saying, hey, you're going on the listing appointments. What's coming on the market before it even comes on the market? Like, that is the power of a hyper local agent. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about what it really takes, because again, I started with a nanny background, watching 7 kids. Okay. I had a house full of craziness. 2 of these were my own and 5 of these were borrowed. And if I can do it, you can do it. Believe me, there was a whole bunch of craziness going on. What I want you to understand is I didn't start mailing though, I started farming. So if you are taking the principles from today and you're going to spray campaign it everywhere across the tri-state, I cannot promise you that you are actually going to get a foothold, because you might probably burn out before you do. Let's start farming, okay? I want you to discover print marketing, and I want you to commit to geographic farming. Geographic farming is really the backbone for most successful top producers, agents. If you see them right now flaunting the next social media strategy, chances are they started boots on the ground with geographic farming, which is funding their business. So now they can go and play on Facebook ads. Because let me tell you, it's gotten really pricey. Okay, so quick question. Have you attended a VIP day before? Let me know. Drop me a 1 in the comment if you have never attended one. This is your first one. And then drop me a 2 if you attended one before. Again, just curiosity, trying to figure out where everybody is at. So here's what we're going to do today. Okay, are you ready? We're going to have 3 things we're doing. First step, we're going to customize a template. I'm going to drop it in the comments for you. We're going to select our target audience. Okay, who is actually going to get that template? And I want to show you how I do that in a couple different ways. And then we're going to launch the marketing piece. My last VIP class, I actually launched my piece in 45 minutes or less. Okay. And does it take a lot of effort? Absolutely not. And I want to show you that. So I dropped the Canva link in the chat. By the way, if you are watching the replay later, I noticed that I'm one-on-one, DM me the word free calendar over at Janine Sasso, the hyperlocal agent. That's my Facebook page. Okay, it's hooked up to an automation. You'll get it instantly like that. You can also connect on Instagram and it'll do the same thing. Okay, so we do have the template on there because we realized a lot of people catch the replay and then they're like, hey, where's the template? So we figured that one out the smart way with an automation behind it. And yes, we do read out, like I personally read all the messages, so you can do that, but you want to, request that template, you can do that over there. Okay. Everybody got the template? We're good to go? Okay, so let me switch over to desktop view. So first things first, I have print out of geoessential.com. Geoessential is my CRM. Okay, so we have built it where it now integrates to a print vendor, and this is where I'm in here. Now, Geoessential doesn't only integrate to a print vendor, we also integrated every single one of my printing templates, which is like super cool. I've been asked for my templates over and over and over, and I'm not a template shop, but with this solution, I decided to put them in there. So this one here is just how our CRM looks. You have our leads and transactions. You can, do a lot of fun stuff with marketing, social media, scheduling. It's a scheduling tool, actually, automations. You can build your landing pages. We do have, actually, let me show you that one. We do have our core 3 mailing products inside the CRM. So anybody that, is a CRM user now gets access to all the things. Like, it's so wild, guys. I'm telling you, it is crazy. So we've added our bulk mailing course, the DIY option, if you will. And to this day, let me show you, to this day, I still do some of these. Okay, so these are currently, that is the bulk mailing here. Okay, that's going out. We have our EDDM course that's in there. How do you use EDDM? That is an over-the-shoulder one. And we also have the mailer clinic in there. Okay, so I had to show you that one. I was really excited. Reviews, being able to request reviews. Again, the CRM is amazing, but that's not what we're here for. Mailer clinic, catalog. This is where we've got the goods. All my catalogs are in there. Catalogs meaning that's where I keep all my templates organized. We have a catalog for, you see here, the mailer catalog. There is a flyer catalog. There's a pop-by catalog. There's a rack card catalog, a note card catalog, a resource catalog, and of course our hyperlocal agent manifesto. So for today, we are going to look for the mailer catalog. All right, so when you go into the mailer catalog, it'll open up a link for you. It looks like that. And you can simply scroll, okay, by clicking towards the sides, and then it'll get you through our calendar selection. There's a lot of them on there. So rather than, let's see, doing that, I typically just click on the 3 dots and then go into the grid view, because I kind of know which one I want if I've seen it before, right? I'm like, okay, I know I want this one. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. So there is this one here we're going to work on. And oops, I got a little cut off. That's okay. So when you click on either the headline or the image, it'll open up the template and then you can start working on it. Okay. So since I own the template, I went ahead and already opened it up. But if you were to click on it, it just says, hey, Janine Sasso shared the template with me. Do you want to use it? Okay. And that's what we're going to do. So super simple, super easy. So I already opened it up and started on the 2024 part. So there's a couple things here. Obviously, you want to enter your home value website, okay? So if you have an instant home evaluation tool, that's the one that we teach inside the mailer clinic. So there's an entire training on how do you set that up and get that going. And then here you have this QR code that we actually no longer need with our CRM. So I'm just gonna take it out, leave it blank, okay? All right. And then we're gonna just move this up a little. Okay. So this one here, front, let me show you what you can do in the event that you come in later and you're like, okay, you know, I can't send out January anymore, or I feel like it wouldn't arrive until February. So just simply take like something like that, like a crossed out X. And I'm going to show you what happens when you put enough X's on there. Let me actually do it this way. Just so it's filling it up a little bit more. So let's say you were to watch this training as late as November. Okay. Simple tweaks like that would make somebody say like, man, I'm like, look at how much of that year is already gone. So let's say you want to send it out and it's going to get there in November. Okay. You might say, okay, who sends a calendar in November? This crazy chick. Tell me if you see 2 months left, right, there you go. If you see 2 months left in the month or in the year, do you feel the urgency? Because I sure do, okay? So that's why I thought this would be a great template to use for the VIP day in case somebody watches the replay later, you still get value out of it, okay? Urgency is huge. So on the back, again, same principle here. This QR code is no longer needed since we have a smart QR code, okay? Now, I'm going to do just the regular one, so otherwise I have to rewrite all the copy on the back, which isn't the end of the world, but again, we're not looking to take a lot of time with this on the VIP days, right? So I'm assuming I'm going to send it out January, February, March, okay? One of the things, I'm going to change that in a second. One of the things that you do is just simply upload your own stuff, okay? So let's head over and you just upload it. Super simple. It's Canva, so it's very user-friendly. Okay. So let's get that one in there. And then if you have your logo and everything, you want to put that one in. Oops. And then actually the template needs to be a little smaller. There. We're going to leave some room for the postage part. Okay. All right. Obviously, you're going to change that one out to yours, right? And then let's say, let's change the colors actually a little bit on this. Let's say we're going to do this and okay. All right. Color changes in Canva, super easy. If something is not like you like it, want to use right there. And let me put my office address there. If anybody has Charles to Chicago, you know where to send them now. Okay. And actually, we're gonna make this fit a little better. Alrighty. So now that we got that, I gotta find my disclaimer. I'm gonna put our disclaimer right here. All right, let me see. Let me see if I can find a postcard real quick. It has a disclaimer, so I can just copy and paste it and not go hunting for one. Your brokerage has disclaimers. Okay, so once you get it, just put it on your thing and you're good to go. I think I have it on here. Let me take this one. I know, fun stuff, right? Compliance stuff. But that's okay. This one real quick. And then let's paste it. In here. I know I have like the longest disclaimer in history. And then gotta resize it. All right. Oh, actually, there's a little bit of, let's see. The other one had property addresses on there. So, okay. So there's that. Now we are going to use smart QR codes in a minute. Okay. So we're going to leave those blank. So therefore our smart QR code. And the next thing we want to do is think about where we can personalize it so it has the recipient's name on there. Okay. So for example, it could be Happy New Year and we could put some personalization on there. Just again, a couple ideas. Let me find my logo. All right. Go. So when we look at customization, where can you customize it? The customization is not happening inside here. So don't worry about, oops, wanting to get it all done inside Canva. As much as I love Canva, it doesn't do personalization. So, but that's okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So one of the things that I think would be great to customize is the headline. A headline is always a good one because it's a little bigger, and then it's something like, Jane, are you on the move for 2024? like it's calling that person out. Okay, so I delete the headline on my template because I'm going to add it in my print portal. Okay, time to begin the new year with renewed energy, ambitions, and goals. Moving in the right direction is essential for reaching our goals. Remember that I'm here. And then if you wanted to, this one, the new year is ahead of you, right? And then enter their name. You could do that too. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and remove this big one there so I can use the customization part, okay? So personally, I'm good with that right now. I got this one here, that, how long did it take us? Having a template ready to go is super, super helpful. So I'm gonna download it as a PNG, okay, as a picture. So I'm gonna hit download, and that's gonna download to my computer. And now we're gonna head over into our print portal. So the print portal is the print marketing and gifts. We do actually have a lot of really cute gifting campaigns set up. One of the ones is a training on how to make your past clients feel special on their birthday. You could also use it for home anniversaries. Super fun. Okay. And what you want to do is you want to start a design. Okay. Everything that you do, like create every item that you create, a postcard, a letter, whatever it is, it's called a design. So you see here, we have a couple of my happy birthdays, happy half birthday, birthday brownies. We did a Santa letter campaign. Okay, there's a December 2023 SOI mailer. There's a letter with a couple different ones. So, and you can always search them. So super cool. So create a new project. And this is where this is really cool. GeoCentral gives you free, unlimited printed postcards for 5.5 by 8.5, as well as 4 by 6. Okay, so those two will print free of charge. All you have is your shipping, which is super, super awesome. Like, what program does that? Okay, yes, I'm biased, but other than that, believe me, I've shopped around a lot, and most often I see a lot of people charging a lot of money for postcards. And yes, postcards cost money, but they don't have to cost you an arm and a leg as long as you're smart about it. And, so, all right, but that's why you're here. So let's continue on. We're going to do a 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to do, you see, price break. So it is really good quality. I love the quality behind it. So let's go ahead and personalize it. Okay, calendar mailer, oops, 2024. Hit continue. It's gonna take a minute to load. Let it load. Sorry, slow. Okay, so this one here is the front and the back of the mailer. So I'm gonna show you real quick how we can get it in and then personalize it, okay? So first up, let's upload those two images that we've gotten. Oh, gotta unzip my file. Hold on a second. I love this whole unzipping thing. Okay, unzip the file. All right, now file's unzipped. So upload the photos. To the downloads, there it is. And those are the two images that we need for the front and the back of the postcard. So place manually. I just want to take off the placeholder image. So this one here, I'm just going to drag it on there, and then I'm going to say background, which now drops it into it as a background immediately. Okay, if you don't like it, you see like some of that is a little like cut off. I'm like, I don't know. I can either go back in Canva, or I could just simply resize it. Now, when you resize it, you see here, it doesn't stay on the proportions, okay, which is a little annoying. But in order for us to work with that, we just pull these little 4 tabs, and then the entire image is displayed again. Okay, so there you have it. Now, right now it would have a white border. Obviously, that wouldn't look very nice. So we're going to go ahead and just make the background black. And then I think it's going to look a little bit nicer. Okay, all right. So there you have that. Drag that over a little bit more, just so. Okay, there you go. Okay, front, almost done. Let's add the image to the back, and then we get to the personalization and the smart QR code. So the back, dragging and dropping. All we're gonna do, resizing. Okay. Make sure we pull these four corners. Make sure our entire image is displayed. Nothing got cut off. Okay. All right. Perfect. Actually, I think we can go over even a little bit further. There you go. Maybe not as much. Okay. There you go. So we're all good in there. There's a postage area, there's an address area, and you can't put anything in there, by the way. So even if you tried, it wouldn't print. Now let's get to the personalization. We're going to use a text box, and we're going to drag it right there. And this is where the personalization part comes in. You have something called merge fields. So you want to do, this will replace the recipient's first name. Okay, so we're going to copy that, drop it in the text box, first name. What was it, moving in 2024? So it would say Jane. Let's see, looking to move in 2024. Okay. And then we're going to put it in the spot we want it. I would want it right here. And then obviously it's too big, so we're gonna make it smaller, and we're gonna find a font we like. Something bold. Let's align it to the right. All right, looking pretty good. So now it would say Jane, John, Timmy, whatever the recipient's first name is, okay? And then we're gonna do another text box. You can also just add it here, like a quick text box add, okay? And that one, again, we're gonna use the first, the merge field. On this one, I took a screenshot because I know I have a terrible memory of what it said on the template. So let's see, it said, New Year is ahead of us and you will do, no, that's another one, okay. The New Year is ahead of you and you will do great things. Okay, so the New Year is ahead of you, first name, and you will do great things. All right. So there you have that one. Let's, oh, not the New Year. Spell proof, right? Okay. The New Year is ahead of you and you will do great things. Okay. So there is that. And this is how it would look. Not bad, right? Let's see. I want it. There you go. Let's space it out a little bit, get some room. Okay. What do you guys think? That's pretty good, right? So next thing we want to do, now that we personalized it, we want those smart trackable QR codes in there. So we're going to head back to photos, click the back button. There's something called dynamic images. So dynamic images, and we're going to use the image auto merge. And the image auto merge will give us 5 options. Okay, we're going to be able to merge our profile picture. So I could have merged my profile picture in here. I like to do Canva, it's easier. If the contact you have inside your print portal has a photo, you could use that. Your profile logo, right? There's also Street View, which, by the way, if you are sending somebody the view, the Google view of their house, great for investors. Oops, okay. Do not click on it. It'll auto replace it. Hit the back button. You want to take this one and then drop it into the upper left corner where it says add to surface. Okay, so that will drop it on top of it. Same here, the resizing is a little tricky. You see, like it would resize it and cut off those 4 little things. So make sure that doesn't happen. And then you can use the zoom in button and zoom out button to get, get it positioned just the way you want it for my super OCD people like me. And then again, just pull those four corners, pull, pull, pull. There you go. And then we're gonna minimize that. So there's that one. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this. And then we had also one on the front. So let's add it, add to surface. And then we're gonna, again, get this over here, zoom in a little. And the zoom button, I know it's like this bubble is right here. So if you go to print.geoessential.com, you would have it a little bit bigger. The pink bubble would be gone. So if you don't want to do it inside this CRM, it's possible. I just wanted to, show it to you. So this way you kind of see all the good stuff that GeoEssential does. Okay, so again, let's pull all the corners. So we make sure all of that is visible and then drop it in. Okay. Oops. Zoom out. Okay. So here is the final piece. How long did it take us? Not very long, right? All right. Now we have it designed, ready to go. It's gonna get personalized. It's gonna have the smart QR code. And now we have to set up the campaign. Where is it actually going? Okay. So part 2, where's it going? And then all it's left to do is hit launch. So you guys are troopers. Awesome. All right. So what you want to do, here's a calendar mailer, okay, pulling in right there. What you want to do is you want to hit up saved automations. Saved automations is just their term of like, this will automatically happen for you once you start it, okay? So let me share with you. Actually, we're gonna take this one out, delete. Okay. We're gonna create a new automation. And it's gonna be a drip. So a drip is, it starts immediately and then it finishes when you're done. So calendar 2024 SOI, because that's going to be my target. So I know that. Think about who you want to send it to, obviously, and I'm going to show you a couple different ways that you can do it. These calendars, I'm going to send to my sphere. We're going to add our first shipment, and that is going to be add an item, the save project that we just created. Right here's the calendar. Okay, so add to shipments. Okay, right now it says 49 cents. Don't worry, it'll auto adjust in a minute. And then what you want to do for the shipment QR code, you want to put your home evaluation site on there. Okay, and then I tag them when they scan it with CMA. So save shipment, and there's like a purple bar that comes up that now makes that QR code a smart QR code. A little bit of a tip. Do not just put in there www dot. It needs the HTTPS in front of it. Ask me how I know. Costly mistake to make. It wasn't that costly. It was a trial, but you know what? Don't make the mistake. Just make sure it has HTTPS in front of it. Okay, so there's that one. It'll auto merge it on there, and it says when a contact is added. Okay, and it also will send immediately when a contact is added. So let's save changes. And then let's actually, okay, manage recipients. So recipients, there's a couple different things that you could do. Okay, you can connect a group. So if you have a group for past clients, in my case, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to connect my group, past client, super easy, right? Right here, past clients, enroll this group. And then once it's enrolled, it's going to say, okay, are you ready to start your automation? And when you start it, it's going to automatically start creating all these mail pieces for you. Okay. And then it's going to send it out and you don't have to touch it. All said and done. So you see here, I did it for my December one already. I got to get my other one in. What if you don't want to send to your past clients? What if you want to use it for prospecting? Okay. Super good question. The mailing list feature right here is your best friend. If you have a mailing list through, let's say, a tax record service like Remine, Realist, right? You have a list that you pulled of, here's the number of houses that I wanna hit. you need to have a first name, last name, your address, obviously, right, set up. And there is a template how you can import it from Excel. So let's say you have one, import from Excel, download the Excel template. Make sure that you use the way they have it allotted, okay? Just super easy. There's also a tutorial on there. And then you just give the group a name, you choose your file, and then you just upload it. But what if you don't have that? What if you're like, okay, I don't have that. How else can I get people? And there is, in the mailing list, order a custom mailing list. You can actually get a custom mailing list in there for like 10 cents a record. And I think it actually gets cheaper the more you get. Okay. Now here's where it becomes super, super fun. Okay. Are you ready for that? I hope so. So first up, individual, right? You can also do new movers, new homeowners. If you have a Facebook group, for example, a hyperlocal Facebook group, and you want to get the new people to join so they can start getting your content and getting to know you, so then they can forget about their agent and use you instead. Because let's be honest, there's a lot of orphan buyers out there. But anyhow, so you want then geography. In my case, I oftentimes like to select the zip code. You can also go around a certain address. So let's say we're gonna do, let's do that. Let's see. I'm gonna use one of my old listings. Okay. So then obviously it'll pull that up and then you can decide, okay, I only wanna go half a mile around this house. It's going to tell, okay, there's 963. And you're like, oh, that's a lot of records, right? I don't want that many. How many do you want? You could get all 963, obviously. It would cost you $86. Or you can just say, oh, I just want the nearest 200. It'll, so it'll give you a price and then you can check out with that. And then you can use that list as your mailing list, okay? And it'll have all the important things, name, address, etc., etc. So that's just a couple different ways of selecting the area, but it gets better. What if in that area, you only wanted to send to people that have owned their house, let's say for at least 10 years. Okay. So you see here, watch this one in the upper corner. It's going to update it. And it says, oh, there's 180 that has owned their house between 10 to or more than 15 years, right? Between 10 years or more. Obviously, it would give you that error code of like, yeah, I don't have a 200 addresses for you. So you got to adjust that number. And then there is, what if you only wanted homeowners? Like, I don't want to work with renters, right? You can update that one. Not sure if there's anything that's going to pull up, but we'll see. I have a lot of homeowners. Oh, there was one that was marked as a rental. Vice versa. If you have a campaign that you want to do where you focus on renters becoming first-time home buyers, why not? If you're marketing your listing, you want, somebody to call you because they are renting, like super, super fun. Multifamily dwelling, single family dwelling, that's part in there. One of the cool things too, like if you have, I have a training member that is really into pets. So if we have a record, like they've registered for, like a bark box or anything like that, you can even select pet owners, right? There's 38 of them, cat owners, and maybe they own an alligator. If you want to target people with swimming pools, like there's ways to, again, how accurate is it? Typically, these lists have about a 90% accuracy. Okay, so just be mindful on that one. The best list is always to your own, the one that you got. Birth month. How about that you are putting things in there like the birth month, when were they born? Like happy birthdays. Just like, hey, if this is your birthday month, I want to invite you to a special, I don't know, whatever, like free cupcake by a local real estate agent. And if it's not the birthday, they're still going to have a free cupcake and they're going to be happy. Okay. So again, just a couple of the filters, feel free to play around with it. Okay. And yeah, other than that, get the list and then let's connect it. Okay. So inside saved automation, you have your list. We're just gonna go ahead. manage shipment, and we're going to connect recipients to it. So manage recipients, and I got to upload my new SOI list. So I'm going to do that afterwards, but we're going to connect the group. Let's assume we're going to do this one. We're going to just enroll the group. Okay. And it then would say, okay, this is now the group that's connected. And it would have all the people on there that you would want to send it to. And then once you activate it, it's going to start doing what it's supposed to do. Okay. I want to disconnect it real quick because I want an updated list. All right. So let me head back. It's pretty cool, right? Okay, I'm not the only one like thinking this is the coolest thing than sliced bread. Yes. Okay. I'm still screen sharing. Perfect. So let's head over. I got a couple more things to show you. And then it's your turn to either use the template, send it to your printer, check out GeoCentral. Again, I told you I'm totally biased, but I think at 66 cents to get something done for you, it's free printed postcards. It doesn't get much better than that. And believe me, I send a lot of mail to understand what good pricing is. That is darn good pricing. Okay, so I promised you a top secret segment, and let's dive into that one. When it comes to your call to action on mailers, I want you to be very aware of what you're putting on there to get people to take action, okay? So let's talk a little bit about that. What is one of the hardest things to do is asking for a call or for an appointment. Call me for a free CMA. First up, they don't know what a free CMA is. CMA is industry slang. Don't use it. Call me for a free market analysis. It's getting a little better, but what does a market analysis mean? Let's meet and discuss your needs, okay? That is borderline creepy. I mean, I understand we need to meet people, but if you've never met somebody saying, let's meet and, enjoy coffee together, it's like, no, thank you. Like, I'm going to stalk your social media a little bit longer first to see if you're like a normal person. Call today for a free consultation. Again, people don't like consultations, seminars, consultations. Let's get rid of these words, okay? A little bit easier when it comes to call to actions where people actually raise their hand and sign up is event signups or registrations. Registering to be a part of an annual neighborhood event, okay? Like we've done that right here. We've used one of the greeting cards. So yes, you can send greeting cards. And we just asked them, hey, do you need a letter from Santa? Okay. So, and then we put all of our stuff on there and yada, yada. So, but register for a free picture appointment is another good one. On-demand buyer or seller, video library of sorts. Again, don't call them seminars. You and I know what a seminar is, but nobody wants to attend a seminar. And then the easiest way by far for lead generation, download your free guide, get access to your home value instantly, take our free quiz, right? We're going to be diving into quizzes a lot more in this upcoming year. I'm really excited for that. So there's so many more possibilities that you can do when you are in control of what is being sent, okay? So hopefully you found this super valuable. Again, thanks so much for staying on this one to check it out. Remember, if you want a free sample of how it actually looks, if you're thinking like, hey, I would love a system that does this for me, so it's just so easy, get your free postcard if you want to check it out first. I'm serious. Like, or if you've already received your postcard, turn it over one more time and see, like, is that really something that I like? Again, I've done a lot of shopping around, a lot of looking, and before we settled on making this dream a reality. So check it out if you haven't already. And if you have already, again, get into action, just like we said in the beginning, right? If you got invited by a friend, reach out to them for your GeoCentral link. They have a special link for you. If you have not been invited and you're just here because either I invited you or you stumbled upon me, you can claim your free you can claim your account over at geocentral.com. And other than that, let's open it up for Q&A. And thanks so much for spending some time with me and seeing the system in action, what it does. And I hope it was valuable. So if you want to stay tuned on another VIP day, by all means, You get the template. Now, again, if you don't know what to do with the template, where to send it, how to do it, GeoEssential is the answer for all of that. So, all right, let's open it up for Q&A.